Did you know goblins once won a battle in Middle-earth? Long before the rise of the Dark Lord in Mordor, before the Fellowship crossed the misty mountains, there lived creatures born in crooked shadow. The goblins. They were the remnant of Morgoth's earliest corruption, once fair beings, twisted by ages of agony and darkness. Deep beneath the earth, in 1,000 tunnels, lit only by fungus and hate, they plotted against the world above. Men and elves named them vermin, yet even vermin have kings, and dreams of conquest. After the Balrog Durine's bane awakened in Moria and slaughtered the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, the goblins crept back into the empty halls. They made them their own festering cities of stone and filth built among the ruins of dwarven glory. Under their leader, some call him Golgond, others the Horned Lord of the Deeps, they forged weapons from broken mail, poison from fungus, and armor from the bones of the fallen. Their hatred for the dwarves was boundless, for they envied their craft and feared their vengeance. That vengeance would come soon enough. It was the year 2799 of the Third Age. In the shadow of winter, the dwarves gathered hosts from every house, led by Thrain, son of Thason of Sahar. They marched to avenge the king who had fallen to Azog the Defiler, lord of the goblins of Moria. To the goblins, it was not war, it was survival. Azog's lieutenants roused the tribes. Thousands poured upward from the deeps, mountain goblins from the high peaks, black orcs from the foundries, tunnel-spawn bred only for blood. They poured into the Dimril Dale, boiling out like tar from beneath the earth. When the armies met before the eastern gate of Khazad-dûm, the dwarves found themselves outnumbered. The goblins struck with savage cunning, cutting off the rear and trapping their enemies in the narrow valley. The battle that followed drenched the dale in fire and black smoke. The mountain itself seemed alive with goblin laughter. They fought without mercy or fear. Small but endless in number, they swarmed the dwarves, dragging them down, gutting them where they stood. When the first sun rose over the valley, the field belonged to darkness. The goblins howled in triumph. For the first time in countless ages, the free peoples had fallen beneath the claws of the deep. Their victory was brief, as all victories of darkness are. By the following day, reinforcements arrived the Iron Hills host under young Dane Ironfoot. Though barely a beardling, Dane stormed the pass with the fury of mountains themselves. The goblin ranks were broken and scattered. Azog himself was beheaded upon the gate he had defiled. The valley was soon piled with corpses, both dwarf and goblin alike, floating together in rivers of red snow. Thus ended the glory of Moria's great host, their empire collapsing back into silence and shadow. And yet, in the tunnels, they still speak of it. The old goblins teach their spawn the story of that black dawn, when their kind rose from nothing and brought the proud to their knees. They do not speak of defeat. They remember only victory, the memory of a dawn that belonged to them. For even after light returns, shadows remain. And though the songs of men forget them, the goblins never forget the taste of triumph. They wait still in their holes, sharpening rusted blades, telling their children the same words. One day, the mountains will march again. This was the day of black victory, the one time the shadows of Moria won the dawn. The goblins of Moria, a lore of